Well, hello there. Welcome to this edition of Thought for the Week. My goodness, isn't the year racing by? The only thing that makes me realize that we're getting closer to Christmas is the freezing weather at the moment. My goodness me. Never mind, never mind. They talk about this global warming, but I frankly don't quite understand it when we got like we have today. But never mind. I want to talk for a moment about my son Simon. Simon is a drummer, but there was a time in his life, at the beginning of his working life, when he was a manager of gymnasiums. And I was fascinated. I went to have a look to see what it was like. This was a gym up in the Midlands. And when I arrived, he showed me round, and I was absolutely astonished to see the attitude of those who were there. There were all kinds of people. There were overweight people like myself, and there were ladies there, but there were also young men there who were very keen bodybuilders, and some of them were women as well. The body beautiful and the body muscular. I was impressed. But what struck me about it, having thought how much they must enjoy it, was the look on their faces, because they all of them seemed to be suffering intensely. And I really couldn't get my head round it. So at the end of my day, I said to Simon, "Hey, tell me, why is it they all look so miserable and as if they're suffering intensely?" And he said to me, "Well, that's because they are, Dad." I, I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, it's the whole process of building muscle. Muscle is built when it's put under stress, and muscles are torn, but then the blood rushes to restore them. And that process makes that muscle much stronger. And then next day or whatever, they come back and do exactly the same thing again. So they put themselves through this intense pain. Why? Well, because they're determined that the body beautiful is going to be created. And I thought a lot about that, and I thought how very, very interesting that is, because it's a little bit like being a Christian, because living by faith requires us to tear our muscles if we're going to see them increase in size. I'm talking about our witnessing. I'm talking about our functioning as disciples of Jesus, and how we get so tired and fed up with the process after a while. Oh, it's okay when everything's on top, but when we're exposed to strains and stresses and testings of many kind, we tend to give up and say, "Oh, no, no, I think I'll settle. I think I'll settle for a quiet life." And we do that. We stop developing as disciples because we can't pay the price. We can't face the challenge and the pain, quite frankly, because there is a lot of pain in being a Christian, isn't there? Challenges come day by day. What do we do with them? Do we discard them? Do we ignore them? Or do we embrace them wholeheartedly and allow the Lord to strengthen us and to increase our faith? It's quite a question, isn't it? And I find it quite a challenge. But anyway, the Lord bless you. I look forward to talking to you next time.